handled a long distance relationship at any particular point in life? Yes, it's the hardest thing that you can ever do. According to the way it is, having a long distance relationship is not easy. It is something that can bring a lot of fear, a lot of despair, a lot of anxiety. You're running anxious because you don't know what the other partner are doing. You don't know what they are dealing with. Okay? So this long distance relationship is one of the hardest relationship that you can have. But anyhow, we have to live. We have to handle it. We have to know the tips on how to go about this relationship. Because I know many people, they are doing this kind of relationship, either by circumstances, either by you found yourself doing it. You don't have any other option. Your partner has relocated to another country, so you have to deal with it. You have to deal with the loneliness that comes with it. Now, this is the Mind Talk Show. My name is Lynn. I want to give you tips on how you can handle this long distance relationship, or you can make it work, because there are so many people who are fearing this kind of relationship, this kind of relationship. But with you having these tips that I'm gonna let you know, it's going to make it easier for you to go through this relationship without no problem. Number one, keep contact. Remember, there are so many people whom, once their partner has stepped out of the country or stepped out of their life, not even their life, stepped out from their home or their house, they are forgotten. They just dismiss them completely. They don't want to keep contact. They don't want to talk to them. They don't want to see them. And that is it. They just cut the links completely. Because you feel you're insecure, especially ladies. We usually cut that link because we feel that we are just lonely. We are just alone in this world. We don't have any other person who can stand for us. So you can stay connected by texting, calling, video chatting. Yeah, you can do so many activities together. For example, you can do cooking. Maintain that togetherness, that fire, So, for example, cooking, you can cook together. Nowadays, there is a lot of social media. You can use a video call for him to see how you're cooking and what you're cooking. In this, you're sharing that meal. You're sharing. You can also go shopping together. You can do video games. There's so much that you can do together that many people maybe don't understand, or many people maybe don't know about. So it's good for you to know when to call and how. But I usually tell the loved ones that as long as you're together, as long as you're lovers, a good night and good morning is a must. You must give your partner a good night. You must as well give them a good morning. It is a must. This is how you can keep into contact with each other. Because if you consider the relationship, if you value the relationship, you will say good morning to your partner. And of course, you will say good night to them. So remember to keep this in your heart or in your mind, that you should say every day good morning and good day. But about the calls, don't make it too irritating. Like every other minute you're calling, every other time you're calling, every other second, it becomes so annoying. Don't choke the other partner. The fact that they are away, you can't see what they are doing, does not mean that you now choke them. You now give them, you're just calling each and every day. You are insecure. It doesn't mean like that. You can be better. You can do better things to these people. Have deep conversations. These conversations should revolve around things like, when are you coming back? When is the appropriate time for you to come back? So you are staying there, yes, but until when? You can have this conversation like, how are we supposed to do our intimacy? How are we supposed to be intimate? What methods? How is it possible for us to be intimate? You can have this kind of conversation. I know it is deep conversations, and it is very, 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 very technical. If you don't talk about this, then you are doing zero work, because you have to be honest what is going on and what is going to happen. So keep this conversation coming and keep this conversation going. Each and every time, converse, talk about these things. Talk about these things and all is well. Make them feel involved in whatever you do. I've said about cooking. You can cook while they are there. You can put them on phone. They tell you when you're going for shopping, they tell you, no, I know you don't like that, pick the other one. I know you don't use this, pick the other one. It feels good. It feels that you're together. Do these activities together. You can go playing together. You can go swimming together. You put them on phone, on video, then they can see how you're swimming, and then it is going to be very, very good. Schedule some quality time. Yes, give them time. Specific time for them to enjoy with you, for you to talk about your issues, for you to plan on how to be intimate or to be intimate to each other. Remember, it doesn't have to be physical. Of course, it can never be physical, but that intimately talk, the one you talk about silly things, the one about you talk about stupid things of your own, the two of you, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, you can have a dinner date. It can take you dinner date. Yes, they are not together with you, but they can take you to a dinner. It is a good thing to do. Bond and share experiences. Let them tell you what they are going through, what is going through their mind, the experiences that they have had in that particular country where they have relocated to, or where they have gone to study. What are their challenges? How are they handling their challenges? How are they handling what's good about that country? The experiences that they have had, let them share with you. In this one, you will feel that you have bonded enough, you are together, and everything is moving on swiftly. Another thing, make time to be intimate. I've talked about this like severally, so I don't have to repeat that. If possible, remember to visit whenever possible. They can work around getting you a visa on a visa visit so that you can go and visit them. Remember, these people, especially those people who have gone there for quite some time. Someone is going there for 10 years, for 5 years, for 20 years. Like, seriously, you are not a rock. You should visit them and know their culture and know what they do there and know what is going on, you know. It is a good thing to be physical one of these fine days. Be physical. Meet up. Talk about your issues. It's going to be all right. Give each other support and encouragement. This is something very, very serious and very, very good. Support each other. If you get a chance to support your loved one, support them in whatever they do. If they are going to have a graduation, support them. If they are going to have an examination, they went there for studies and they are having an examination, support them emotionally. Support, encourage them to do it. They can do it. They are the best. Have these conversations going, you know. Recommend them, tell them, support them, you know. Talk to them about this, and all is going to be okay. And above all, be an active listener. Actively listen to these people, because definitely they are doing something, and it's for the sake of the family. It's for the best interest of the whole family. So encourage them to keep on doing it. Remind them how much you appreciate them. Someone has sent you a gift and you're just there. You don't know how it feels when you get a gift from a loved one who is far away. Like is he or she is getting out of their way to make sure that you have that gift. It is a blessing. Appreciate them. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Keep on the fire going. Remember, you're the one who is going to make it work. Many people say that these marriages that are based on long distance relationship, they never work. But to me, it works. You know why? It depends on how you nurture your relationship. It depends on how you work around it. It depends on the values and the boundaries that you have kept in line, in check for this kind of relationship. So let no one tell you that you're in a long distance relationship. This guy will leave you. He will leave you to who? They will not leave you. In fact, you are their gift. Yeah? You are their gift. If you can't send letters, or if you can send emails. Make sure you drop some email. Tell them how you feel. Tell them everything. This is a type of communication. Set boundaries. Remember, boundaries are there to balance between you and your partner. They balance that relationship. They make sure the relationship is healthy. That is boundaries. Set those boundaries. And let no one go out of the boundaries. Keep the boundaries. Discuss things you are comfortable with and you are not comfortable with. Discuss these things. Have a conversation around this. Have some conversations. Because if you don't set boundaries, people will think that we are here, we can do whatever we want to do. Because boundaries helps when you're going to try something and you think of, oh my God, yeah, I shouldn't do this. You will not do it. Okay? So set clear boundaries. Be honest to each other. Don't lie. Please, if you want to build a long-lasting relationship, trust is key. Honest is key. How do you express yourself? How honest are you? Does these people trust you, or you're just a nobody? Because if they trust you and you're honest, then you're building a beautiful relationship out of this long distance thing. Long distance thing does not mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything. The distance is not a barrier. It's not a barrier at all. You can do everything. You can do everything. There are people who are not committed to the relationship. Make sure you be committed to the relationship. Remember, the two of you, you decided to start this kind of relationship, knowing the consequences, knowing the challenges, knowing everything. So deal with it. Stick committed to the relationship. You don't have to jump from one partner to another because they are not here to see what you're doing. Stick to commitments that you put from the beginning. The boundaries that you set from the beginning will help to nurture this relationship into a very beautiful thing. Come up with long-term goals. Remember, these people, they have gone there. Of course, they will not go there forever unless they are having a plan of relocating you too. But if they don't have such kind of a plan, they have gone there for studies, definitely they'll have to come back. So what you need to do is come up with long-term goals. Like in a year's time, in 2 years' time, we'll have to relocate to this side and be with me. Or I'll have to relocate to your place to be with you. So choose. Have this thing going on. Discuss and decide on what you want to do. Sit down and talk about relationship issues. Remember, there are so many issues, especially in this long distance relationship. There are so much issues that are going around. So you have to sit down and talk about it. If you don't talk about it, then you're doing it the wrong way. Because your partner tackle problems that are coming, that you have. Because relationship, of course, have problems here and there. And you're the ones to fix the relationship. You're the ones to fix the problems that you have been having. So you have to have a way of dealing with this situation. And this is the only way, sitting down and having goals, discussing on the problems, discussing on the way forward, discussing on the issues. This is what can help this relationship last long, because you want to spend the rest of the time together. At the end of the day, spend time working on yourself. Remember, you lady, you have been left by your husband or your boyfriend. They have gone to a different country. Why can't you work on yourself? You didn't know how to cook. You didn't know how to tidy. You didn't know how to do anything. Why can't you work on yourself? Your education level was low. Why can't you work on it? Go do your master's. Go do your degree while they are away. Have something that you're doing that will help, that will bring something out of you. Don't just be seated there. You didn't know this and that. You're not working on yourself. Work on yourself each and every day. This is the way to go. If you do this, when they will come back or you're going there to meet them, you will be a totally different person, but a very admirable person, so to speak. So work on yourself. Talk to your friends and family. You know why you need these friends and family? There is a time when long distance relationship feels like I don't want to do this anymore. But you know what? Once the family is with you, is holding your hand, you feel like you are needed. You feel that you can do it. So keep these people with you. Keep these people here with you because they will help you. They are the ones who can help you. If you need a physical hug, these are the kind of people who will give you that hug. Remember, your partner is not here to give you that physical hug, but you need it. You feel that life is so low. You need something to uplift your spirit. So you can go to your friend and hug them, and you feel, oh yeah, I feel good. You know, this is the way to keep your expectation realistic. Don't expect too much about your friend, about your partner, and yet you know they cannot deliver this kind of expectation. Now that you have gone to abroad to study, now you're coming, you're expecting your wife to be, I don't know what. Don't have this don't have these expectations that are too much, that now you're learned, you cannot deal with her, you cannot deal with her stupidity, you cannot deal with his stupidity because now you're learned, you have gone abroad to study. What are you talking about? This is a relationship you are talking about. So you don't have to behave this way at any particular point. So every time, remind yourself that you're in this long distance relationship together, and hard work actually works. Hard work pays. This is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and you're struggling to be at par with this long distance relationship, you are not alone. There are so many people who are with you. So don't you worry. Things are going to work out. So long as each and every day you work hard towards making this relationship work. I know many people are saying marriages don't work that are based on long distance relationship. But I've seen people who marry out of long distance relationship. So it means that the way you nurture your relationship is what will give the end results. If you want good fruits, nurture the tree, you know. Nurture the tree right now for you to reap the good fruits. This is what I thought I should let you know. Those people who are going through long distance relationship, or you're planning to go to do a long distance relationship, this is what is there from me. Bye bye.